Hey, Joe, Doug,
Hey,
Pete, Mayor, how y'all doing?
doing great. How are you?
Good. Hey, Jim,
Hey, Doug.
you got your tennis, you got your Vandy sweater on,
Sure. No,
your Vandy.
that's my mask.
Oh, yeah.
Vanderbilt.
You know, Corbin lives across the street from me. He was out there the next morning mowing his grass. He's a fierce landscaper.
We've got now, we've got a big increase in attendance now allowed because of COVID.
Yeah.
But the reason for that is something I thought I'd never say. Thanks to UT for that, because UT showed so much enthusiasm this weekend that Corbin says, we got to let more people in this ball game. We can't keep this thing.
Exactly.
Looking good.
So we did. So I got all 3 games this weekend. I got tonight. I got 4 extra tickets tonight if anybody wants to go tonight. So
It'll be okay if we leave. It'll be okay if we leave our shirts on, won't it, Jim? I noticed that UT.
I don't care what you wear, because you
might
be sitting in my seats, but that's okay.
You don't want me to wear orange, do you?
I don't care. You can wear orange. It might be at your detriment, No, Joe, you're welcome to go. I'd love to have you go. That was a good baseball series. I'll tell you, that was a really good baseball group of games.
Yeah, it was something else.
Yeah. So I don't hear any takers, huh?
I might go. I'll let you know.
I don't want just get one. You got to have more than one. I tell you, take your wife. Take some other UT people, dress in orange.
Don't do that. You don't have to do that, Joe.
I'm on here twice. I guess I got the other computer on downstairs. I got to get it off. Doug, how are you doing? You sure look spiffy.
Well, I've come straight from the office.
Thank you. Oh, Doug Hale. Yeah, Doug Hale.
That's not Doug Hale.
No, Doug.
Doug Hale always does look spiffy. He's got the bow. He's a bow tie man, like my big brother used to be. He looks good.
He looks good in his color. Got that blue braces and red bow tie.
Hey, Lyle, we have 4 members tonight.
Well, let's see, we got Pete and you and Chris and Doug, and I believe Eric will be joining us also.
Okay.
We had an alderman in Franklin named Doug Langston, who sadly is deceased. And when he was on the board, they had to start calling me Douglas again, because it got to be, hey, Doug said. I can be Douglas.
I think Doug Hale's already got Douglas taken care of. He's got
he does. Yeah, according to his byline, he sure does.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice
Joe, Doug, when that game
Doug.
starts at 6:30, let me know, and I'll email you a ticket. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Who are they playing? Do you know?
Austin P.
Okay.
Is that B. Sean Henry, the great land use lawyer down there in the corner?
I thought it was Sean Henry, the Predator president.
I believe that's my Sean Henry. There he is.
Yeah.
It's me.
We're gonna out you, buddy. You can't be anonymously on these things.
I'm only here to listen. I think we're all set.
Oh, that's my line. That's my line.
We paid Doug to listen.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
I'm good, Joe. I'm good. Glad to see you chairing the board.
Well, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, if you want to go ahead and get started.
Sure, yeah. Okay, welcome everybody to the April 20th meeting of the Board of Zoning Appeals. We have with us tonight Pete Zabaska, our Vice Chairman, Doug Hale, a board member, and Chris Tardio, a board member, and Jim Hunter, Mayor, Beth Reardon, our City Manager, and Eddie Glazer, our City Recorder, and Doug Berry, our City Attorney, are all present. I'm Joe Dugman. And we have 2 matters on the agenda tonight. And each applicant's here because their request for a building permit's been denied and they're here to appeal. it's responsibility of this board to hear your appeal and determine if there's a compelling reason that would allow the board to grant your request, while at the same time protecting the intent and integrity of the city ordinances. The board can only hear what's been published. If the board grants an approval, it will be specific to your request. Our procedures will be as follows. The city manager, assistant city manager, and building inspector, Lyle Patterson, will introduce each item. The applicant or the representative may present their appeal. When doing so, please introduce yourself for the record. There'll be time for the board to ask questions, and they might solicit any comments from anyone in attendance. I'll close off the public section, and board members will deliberate in open forum. A board member will then make a motion, and a second will be required, and the entire board will vote. The decisions of the board are as follows. If your appeal is granted, please remove your yard sign and pull a permit within a year. If it's denied, please remove your yard sign. If it's deferred, keep your yard sign up. We've all familiarized yourself with your applications and made a site visit if necessary. I'll ask the board now if there are any conflicts of interest. Okay, if not, Mr. Patterson, you want to call our first applicant?
Yes, first item under new business, the application of Mr. Jeff Orr, 311 Jackson Boulevard, for a variance permitting construction of an addition. They have asked to be deferred until May.
Okay, thank you. We have one item left then.
You need to vote
Oh,
on.
well, okay, we need to vote. I guess we need to vote. Is there a motion on this request?
I'll make a motion to defer for 30 days.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second, Chris.
Chris Tardio, second. Okay. Roll call vote, please. Pete,
Yes.
Chris,
Aye.
Doug Hale,
Yes.
and Pete, myself, I vote yes as well. Is Eric here now? Eric Clifford here yet?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Eric. Okay, it's all right. That's unanimous. So now we can call the next item, Mr. Patterson.
All right, second item is the application of Dr. Andrew Moore, 4408 Shepherd Place, for a variance permitting the construction of an addition. The building permit has been denied for the following reasons. The addition is outside the building envelope, but inside existing footprint. And I'm going to share my screen. And Taylor or Wade, whoever, you're up.
I just want to introduce us. I'm Andrew Morris. This is my wife, Jillian, to my right here. We live at 4408 Shepherd Place on the dead end there. We moved into the house approximately 6 years ago, and it is a 1936 French provincial home with yellow stucco. We have adored living on that street and love our neighbors and love the neighborhood in general. We have lovely, surrounding yard and property. And we wanted to stick with the historical integrity of the home and done subtle exterior and interior renovations thus far to get it back to its original glory. Our proposal today, and thank you to Lyle and thank you to the group here to listen to our case. The major take-home points of our slides here, and I'm sorry our architect couldn't join us. He's actually my uncle, Brian Gill in New Orleans. He specializes in French architecture and French renovation in the French Quarter and in the Garden District, but he had another family commitment, unfortunately, this evening. As you can see from the setback lines that are drawn here, we were requesting to do a 10-foot extension of the house in that lower blue segment there, which will allow us a first floor master to be constructed within the existing footprint, and an addition of a master bathroom within the blue section allotted there. This approximately is just under 10 feet of extension off the home, which will keep the curb appeal intact. In addition, it's approximately 70 square feet of additional space that falls outside the allotted setbacks that are designated there in the red line. we were requesting this from the board due to the abnormal geometry of our lot. This has put us at a slight disadvantage from an addition standpoint. We are hoping that this will allow our house with our family of 3 children, 7, 5, and 3, to be more functional and allow for our growing family to have a long-term plan to stay within the neighborhood. And the hope is also to add, to the current structure of the home in such a way that's consistent with the original home and what it was meant to be, and the symmetry of the home in the back courtyard. And with that, we also have Wade Rick from Day Rick Landscaping, who has been working on the exterior component of this. And we'd be happy to entertain any additional questions that you guys may have regarding the plans.
So Wade or whoever, if you want to call out a certain thumbnail, I'll get to it, but I feel like this one explains it pretty well.
Yeah, I think Dr. Morris did a great job. This graphic that we see here clearly defines the setbacks, and the previous slide to this shows the property in its entirety. Just furthering the point of the sort of abnormally shaped property. But
Yeah.
I think Dr. Morris did a great job.
And to Wade's point, we sit on 1.95 acres.
Right.
And the original home was constructed on the front portion of the property. So our house is currently just around the 5,000 square foot limit. So within the volumes and constraints of that, we're asking for hopefully a pretty modest addition to the home.
And also being on the dead end, I'm Jillian Morse, by the way. Also, we are located on the dead end, and our neighbors would not be affected as
Sideline.
their sightlines would not be affected. And we also have part of the original wall, the plantation wall, breaking up the properties. So we wouldn't be coming into them or affecting them during construction. We wouldn't be affecting their sight lines, and we wouldn't be really affecting the way it looks from the front. Mainly, we're asking this to help with the functionality of the house. As it stands now, if I want to bring in groceries, I have to park the car, walk through a courtyard, go all the way to the other side, and go through the kitchen. Our hope is that with the way we're configuring it, it'll be much easier for function and much easier for our family as they grow, for us to use the home, and hopefully sticking with the way that the home looks, ushered in through its 100th birthday and beyond. We'd love for our home to be one of the true historic homes of Nashville eventually. So.
Okay, do you have anybody else that'd like to speak on your behalf, or anybody else in the audience or public have any comments or there?
Not from our section. We would welcome any questions that that Lyle or the rest of the board may have. Wade, if there's anything else that you wanted to comment on, we'd open up to that as well.
Lyle, if you scroll down 3 slides to the planting plan, just to show, to Jillian's point there, that we are taking into account the screening of this proposed addition there with some sort of heavy screening there on the plan south to just help block and keep the privacy intact of the neighbors surrounding this particular property.
Mr. Chairman, may I ask a question?
Go right ahead, Lyle.
So, Wade, just to clarify, the only area we're talking about is this area right here, is that right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, that's over the dotted red line, correct?
That's right. It's plus or minus 70 square feet of addition, conditioned space to the house.
Well, does any board member have any questions of this applicant?
I have Mr. Chairman, I have a question.
Go right ahead.
I have a question of Lyle, really. Lyle, that roof, I notice is a low slope roof we're adding to that's out of compliance. Is there a reason that's not on the agenda?
Is this what you're referring to, Pete? The allowable low slope?
Yeah, 222 additional. It's already over. It's not a big deal, but I'm just curious if that was part of what your thoughts were on not including that.
Honestly, Pete, I didn't write that on there just because it was in keeping with the house.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good for me.
That's a great point. Our architect wanted to have this be as consistent with the historic, architecture of the house. And so with that, he designed the roof contours to be as identical and symmetric as possible.
Okay, any other
Chairman, will you-
members have any questions of this applicant?
Chairman, would you like a motion?
Yeah, let me first of all close off the public portion and let's have a motion if you'd like.
I make a motion to approve as submitted.
Okay, is there any discussion on this motion?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, if no further discussion, then let's have a roll call vote. Pete,
Aye.
Eric,
Aye.
Doug, Hale,
Yes.
Chris Tardio.
Yes, and do we need to put something into the record as to why we're granting the variance? Is it I'm fine with it. I agree and would agree because of the shape of the lot. I think they've satisfied the criteria.
Well, I think you just did. So yeah, it's a
Yep.
good idea, Chris. Eric? Your vote, Eric?
Yes. Aye.
And I vote aye as well. Okay. Is that it?
Well, thank you,
Thank
gentlemen.
you so much.
We really appreciate your time and expertise, and thanks for allowing us to move forward.
You're welcome. We wish you good luck with the project.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your time. Enjoy the Vandy game.
I'd like to talk to the board members now about our annual meeting, which we haven't had. This is irrelevant to your application, so you're welcome to listen or not. It doesn't matter, really.
We'll sign off. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you again. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank
Andrew,
you.
if you want tickets to the game tonight, let me know.
We're out of town celebrating my wife's birthday, so we appreciate the opportunity. We'll take you up on it some other time, though. We'd love to.
Happy birthday.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Gentlemen, we are in April now, and we still haven't had our meeting. I know we put it off because of COVID, but I'd like to set a meeting in May. It seems like it would be okay to do that. What are your all's thoughts?
I'm checking my calendar to see. I'm gone most of the week of well, no, I'm gone the 13th and 14th. Other than that, I'm pretty open.
Well, I mean, if we decide to have the meeting in May, I think Lyle will send out his calendar like he always does. But I just want to know, is everybody okay with having the meeting in person in May? If not, let us know.
I'm okay.
Eric?
Yes, I've been vaccinated.
Okay. Chris?
Yeah, I'm fine with May.
Doug Barry?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Well, all right. Then Lyle, you want to send out your doodle or whatever it's called? I don't know what your calendar thing is called.
Yeah, I'll get something together.
Okay, we'll have it at the, per your suggestion, let's have it down at Belmead Mansion, the room that you mentioned.
Okay.
Okay. Well, very good. Our minutes are not available this time. They'll be available next time. So is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I really don't know that we need a motion, but I'll second the motion. Everybody in favor, I guess. So go out and enjoy the day. Beautiful day. Right?
Yep.
Thank you. Thanks,
Okay,
Joe.
Jim.
Thanks,
Take
Pete.
care.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
see y'all.